Once upon a time, in a cozy little village at the edge of a great big forest, two best friends named Sam and Theo loved nothing more than exploring together after school. They had explored almost every path, every stream, and every big old tree in that forest. But one sunny afternoon, chasing a bright blue butterfly, they wandered a little too far from home and found a strange, crooked cottage they had never, ever seen before. The cottage had a crooked, tilting roof, tiny crooked windows, and thin purple smoke curling up from its chimney into the sky. It looked both strange and a little bit magical. "Should we knock?" whispered Theo, peeking out from behind a tree. Sam thought for a moment, then nodded bravely. Together, they walked up and knocked on the old wooden door, just to be curious and polite, never imagining what might happen next. The door creaked open slowly, and out stepped a witch with a tall, pointy black hat, a long crooked nose, and a swirly dark cloak that seemed to move even when she stood still. "Well, well, well," she cackled, rubbing her hands together. "Two lost little boys, all alone in my forest. Come inside, I have warm cookies waiting." But her smile, though wide, was just a little too sneaky for comfort. The moment the boys stepped curiously inside, the witch snapped her bony fingers with a loud crack, and the heavy door slammed shut and locked tight behind them. "You will stay here and do my chores forever and ever," she laughed wickedly, her eyes glinting. Sam and Theo grabbed each other's hands, looking at one another a little worried, but trying hard to stay brave in front of the scary witch. The witch marched the two boys into a cozy little back room and shut them inside a big wooden cage, locking it tight with a giant, heavy golden key that she wore on a chain around her neck. "Don't worry," whispered Sam, squeezing his friend's hand through the bars. "We will find a way out of here somehow. We just have to stay calm and think clever thoughts, like the heroes do in all of our favorite stories." Just as the boys were starting to feel truly frightened, a soft golden light began twinkling through the little window. A tiny, kind fairy with sparkly wings and a warm glowing light fluttered gracefully inside the room. "Do not be afraid, little ones," she said gently, landing on the top of the cage. "My name is Lumi, and I have been watching, and I am here to help you get safely home." The fairy Lumi landed softly on top of the cage and leaned in close, whispering her clever plan to the two boys. "Listen carefully," she said. "I will use my magic sparkling dust to make the witch fall into a deep, giggly, dreamless sleep. While she is snoring away, I will sneak over and find the key to set you both free. Are you ready to be brave for just a little longer?" Lumi flew quietly across the room to where the witch was busy stirring her big, bubbling pot, humming an odd little tune, and sprinkled a pinch of shimmering, glowing fairy dust just above her tall pointy hat. The witch blinked, then yawned an enormous yawn, and her heavy eyelids began to droop. In just a few moments, she was fast asleep, slumped in her chair and snoring softly. While the witch snored on, completely unaware, the brave little fairy zipped over on her sparkling wings and very, very gently tugged the giant golden key loose from the chain around the sleeping witch's neck. She flew it back to the cage as fast as her tiny wings could carry her, fitted it into the lock, and turned it with a happy little click. The cage door swung open at last. Sam and Theo tiptoed out as quietly as two mice, creeping past the sleeping witch and out through the cottage door into the cool night air, following Lumi's twinkling light through the dark, quiet forest. "Thank you, Lumi, thank you so much," they whispered together. "We would still be stuck in that cage without you." Lumi flew just a little ahead of the two boys the whole way, lighting up the winding forest path with her soft golden glow so they would never trip in the dark, past tall whispering trees, over a little babbling brook, and around mossy old stones. All the way until at last, they could see the warm, welcoming lights of their village twinkling in the distance. At last, tired but happy, Sam and Theo were safely home again. Their families rushed out and hugged them so tightly, so relieved to see them. Lumi the little fairy hovered by the window, sparkling gently in the moonlight, and waved goodbye with a warm smile. "We will never, ever forget you, Lumi," the boys called out as she twinkled off into the night sky. And that is the story of the two boys and the kind fairy. It teaches us that even in scary, uncertain moments, staying calm and brave together helps us find a way through. It also reminds us that kindness, just like Lumi's, can appear when we least expect it and can turn even the scariest night into a story worth telling with a happy ending. Thank you so much for listening to this story about Sam, Theo, and their kind fairy friend Lumi. I hope you enjoyed their brave and magical adventure through the forest just as much as I did telling it. See you next time for another wonderful story. Bye-bye, friends, and sweet dreams.